This porridge is believed to be rich in iron. It has good fiber, it's nutrient dense, and usually this is what made the kids grow in the village if they didn't have like a lot of milk or money to buy formula. They grew up on this. It's really, really good. Like I've told you, it's also good to keep you hydrated. And as a breastfeeding mother, this is magic. The married women too know something about this. Bushera is a Ugandan staple, and I'm going to be teaching you how we make it in my village, in my home, how my grandmother taught me. All you need is flour and water. That's all. But because now we have grown and we are a little bit modern, I'm going to be making two variations, one with water, one with milk. This one, the kids love it so much. When you sweeten it, the better. Sometimes they would add for us some type of butter. We call it blue band here, so that we grow tall. I don't know the science behind that, but yeah. So this is what we have here. This is flour. If you don't know, I recently gave birth. I am a breastfeeding mom. This is very good for boosting my breast milk supply. I do not know the science behind it, but all I know is it works. So I'm going to collect some of this flour, put it in my mixing jar. You can use anything to mix really. I am just using this one because this is what I have. I don't want to make a lot of porridge, so I'm going to put that in, and then I'll grab my water. You need boiled room temperature water to make this paste. Let me first remove this and put it aside. And then I'm going to get my wooden stick, the one which fits in this jug. Please use a spoon, use anything that you can find in your house. And then you want to make it this consistency, which is not so thin and not so thick. Yeah. Now we are going to go and boil our water, but in this case we are going to mix in the milk. I know some people who like milk with porridge or porridge with milk and don't know how to make it. This is how I do it. I hope you learn. So let's go. I'm going to start by pouring in the milk, depending on how much milk you have, and then I'm going to fill this 2 times and then pour in here. Two times, 1 part milk, 2 parts water, so that this is diluted enough to make the porridge, enough porridge. So just like this, your milk is going to be in your porridge, and the water is going to give you enough volume without you making the porridge and then diluting it with by pouring already cooked milk. We don't want that. Then for the plain porridge, the one which I'm going to be drinking for my breast milk supply, I'm going to fetch plain water, put it in a kettle and also cook it on the side. And then I'm going to use the same paste that we have already made to, instead of pouring the milk water, I'll pour in the plain water. I'll still show you, so stay with me. In the meantime, please subscribe, like, comment, share these videos to anyone who may like or would be interested in such kind of content, and YouTube will be pushing that content to those people even more, and that way we are able to grow. And yeah, thank you. The water is boiling. We're going to get it and then pour in. After mixing it in, that's when we are going to go and get the water and then pour in. You don't want to pour it in when the residue is still down. So because this flour has no cassava flour in it mixed traditionally, you need to pour in piping hot water. If it had cassava, you'd have to first wait a little bit. Then after pouring in that's when we are going to get our cooking stick again and then mix it. And you do not need to put it back on fire, I promise. You can loosen it up however you want, or thicken it by making a thicker paste. But this is what we want, and that's it. We are done. If you want to put in sugar or any sweetener or any type of fat, when we were young, they used to put in Blue Band so that we can grow taller. We never did. You can do that at that stage and you enjoy. For people who keep on asking me, especially on Instagram, how to make chiribita is basically this one more diluted and colder than this. So there we are. Let's make our food. Nice. Makes me remember home. And also the weather supports this kind of delicacy right now. And by the way, you need to make sure to use these cups. Yeah, the traditional ones. This porridge is believed to be rich in iron. It has good fiber, it's nutrient dense, and usually this is what made the kids grow in the village. If they didn't have like a lot of milk or money to buy formula, they grew up on this. It's really, really good. Like I've told you, it's also good to keep you hydrated, and as a breastfeeding mother, this is magic. The married women too know something about this. The milk has also boiled. You want to remove it directly and pour it directly in the flour, and that is the reason why I have moved this one here. You can see it start thickening. Let it be in there, and then you're going to come and mix it. Because this one has no cassava in it, doesn't clump up that much, but you can see the thickness comes from the thick paste that you made in the beginning. And when it's thick like this, it means it's good to go. It's going to be a full meal, especially in the city. A lot of people first put this back on fire, and even other cultures, but this is also my culture where I come from. We do not reheat this. Very good for kids, very good for nursing moms. You can add in sugar too if you want, or honey. Honey is going to make it more runny, but you need to make sure if you put in a sweetener, you take it there and then, because it will loosen up and become something completely different. Let's have this and enjoy. You can do this in a jug, please. Don't be like me. And in case you haven't noticed, yellow is my favorite color, so we are going to test this in my favorite cup. This is smooth. The one which has milk is more creamy than the one which is plain, so it's very likable. This one is really likable. A full meal, this one. Do try it out and let me know. Please make sure to get the temperatures right. Boiling water. If the flour is plain without cassava, it has cassava, you let the water cool down and then you pour in. Yeah. And if it doesn't get ready, you can put it back on fire. No one is going to see you or beat you. Okay? Also, please remote subscribe. Bye. Cheers once again.